Hey everybody, welcome back to SuperDerek Streams, the only show on the internet where I continue my playthrough of .hack Last Recode, .hack GU Last Recode. When last I left off, I was winning in the Coliseum against what's her face? I can't remember the previous head emperor of the Coliseum, I guess. Anyway, and I was winning, but then, you know, the game made me lose because of the plot. And then one of my friends who is part of GU was like, hey, I'm going to teach him a lesson. And I think that's the last thing that actually happened. So anyways, let's log out and see if anything has happened. Yeah, I see a new email from Gaspard. Found a rumor. By the way, I found this post on the rumor board. Do you think it has anything to do with Tri-Edge? And the Lost Grounds. Sounds about right. All right. And let's check the community forum here. Rumors board. Okay. Yep, that's about it, what I expected. Let's head into the world and see if we can confront Tri-Edge. I'm guessing probably not. Tri-Edge, basically. I guess I will. The game appears to have given me an objective. Before I do, I suppose I have some other areas I haven't gone to yet that I've acquired by reading the forums that I should probably check out. We'll check it out. We'll check all of these out. I don't have really a whole lot going on today, but I do only have a few hours. Yeah, I'm a little over leveled for the area. Just a bit. But there is this guy. Excuse me. All right. All right. Well, that's probably the most useful thing I can do here. Let's head back to. I think I hear an animal, a lucky animal. Oh, I see a battle area. Oh wow, that guy. Let's put on some different equipment here. Huh. This guy is definitely a little stronger than the other ones I've been running into. Dude, this guy is like way out of my league. What am I doing here? um, I'm getting screwed here. Yeah, I don't stand a chance against this guy. He should be in the tournament. I wonder if I'm losing, if I'm keeping the items. It doesn't look like I'm losing any, so. Hmm. I'm getting so destroyed. Um. Yeah, so much for the healing item I just used there. I win! It only took several attempts. Unfortunately, that didn't really save the guy. And it wasn't really worth very much in the way of experience points either. Probably should have just gave up. But then I wouldn't have had this satisfaction, would I? Although, to be honest, not that much satisfaction to be had. All right, let's log out. Oh yeah, I can't log out from here. Gotta go to the thing. The thing with the thing. Where you do the thing. Get a nice bunch of chims out of it. All right, I'll call that good enough here. Okay. We'll call that equipment good enough. It is nice that the game lets you retry right away, though. I wonder if that was originally a part of it or if that's just something that they added after the fact. Wonder if I'll find other PKers in the area. It looks like you can just jump into this one without playing the original Dot Hack games. In fact, I don't really care for the original Dot Hack games very much. I'd say you could probably skip them anyway. Who are these guys? Oh, that was worth it. That's 3% off all shop purchases. Mm-mm. And also, don't let this area fool you. I'm way over leveled for it. I just missed it toward the beginning of the game. I felt like going back afterward, just in case I'd missed anything important. I doubt that I did, but I like to be thorough. Those guys probably would have been pretty tough a while ago. No, I'm not going to review Mario Odyssey. I mean, I'll probably play it eventually. I don't even have a Switch though. And also it's not an RPG, so it wouldn't really kind of go with my thing. I thought that might have been the case. Cool, I saved somebody from a PKer. Sweet. Yeah, I've done I've watched some of the anime, not a whole lot. I still need to get through it before I decide to actually review the game. But yeah, the anime does take place like there's an 8-month time skip right as you begin this game. And the anime takes place within that 8-month time skip. Here's one for you, and one for you. Nice. That's a pretty sweet deal. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Xenogears is actually the next game that I plan on tackling after this one. I feel your pain, Lightning Rex. That's actually one of the reasons I started reviewing RPGs in the first place, is just to get through my tremendous backlog. Like if you look behind me, that whole wall behind me is my RPG backlog. Granted, there's some non-RPGs in there also. Ah, two birds with one sword. Um. Okay, I guess that's where I need to go this way. But yeah, the whole thing behind my review show is basically I just got too many games and I need to get through them. And I figure, like, I used to just play the same games over and over and over. Like that was my main problem. And I figured if I started reviewing them, instead of having to go back and replay them, I could just watch my review again and I could be satisfied. And then also, nobody wants to see me review the same game over and over, and it would sort of force me to get through that backlog. And that's how my show started. And now I'm like 60 games in. So I think it worked. Like 65. All right, let's see what else I missed. Oh, great, a level 3 area. Mission, defeat the boss. Oh, I know. I've got way too many new games that I haven't played. I haven't played any of the Bravely games. Like every game that's been released in the last 5 years I've reviewed. Those are the ones that I've reviewed every new game I've played in the last 5 years. That's the way to put it. Which is to say, like my most recent reviews: Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5, Summon Night 6, and now Dot Hack. So I don't get to the new stuff very often. So every amazing game, including Undertale, I still haven't played, but I hear tons of people saying I should, because I probably should. Oh, that must be the boss. And I win. Yeah. For me, it was just a bunch of like SNES RPGs and like just the classics over and over. Secret of Mana, uh, Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. Whoop, done messed that one up. Oh well. Yeah, I would just replay them over and over and over, and then I was like, I need to do something else. Oh, battle area. Time to save someone. Sweet. It's like 5 game overs that I'm protected from right now. Persona 5 is super stylish. Music is awesome. I really enjoyed it. Um, yeah, super good. I would say, as far as like on the scale of Persona games, it's probably not quite as I don't know. I feel like something about Persona 4 is still a little bit better, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Um, but otherwise, Persona 5 is just the best Persona game to date. But then Persona 2 Innocent Sin is also really, really good. So the characters in Persona 2 Innocent Sin are the best characters. There, that'll teach them to say something stupid like, I'm gonna PK you. Because that does not sound threatening at all. Sweet. Hey, that's fair. To each their own. Oh, wow. You've been around since on my channel since 2013, dude. Nice. My longtime viewers. Yo, Will. How's it going, man? Yeah, I do like that they brought that back and kind of tied it a little more into the, mainline SMT games. A little more. Which I still need to dig into. I started getting into the original SMT, but Victor Entertainment is terrible, and they basically copyright claimed every video I streamed. I was like, there's no way I can make a review of this game without, because it's not just a matter of Victor uh, claiming the games, but when they do claim them, they also make them unable to be viewed at all in the United States. I think you're right, Will. I'm playing it. Will's one of my buddies from when I was in Multitapped. The first SMT I started to play was pretty fun. Oh, and by the way, Victor Entertainment also owns the rights to all the music in .hack, which is one of the reasons that I'm playing the game with the music so low, because otherwise you guys wouldn't be able to watch any of the videos at all. Like, Victor Entertainment is probably the worst enemy to video game YouTubers aside from YouTube itself right now. But yeah, it was definitely one of those, at least the first few hours of the game that I did play, it was one of those situations where either you did things exactly right or you died. And, if you stumbled into an area with an enemy that was, too high for your level, too high level for your character, you just die. But it was definitely a pretty cool experience. Yeah, the way YouTube handles copyright anything right now is just bizarre. Suppose like a video has 30 seconds of copyrighted music in it, uh, and the algorithm picks up on that, and it's say an hour-long video. Doesn't matter. The copyright holder for that 30 seconds of music gets all the ad revenue for 100% of the video. It's just it's a very anti-creator stance that YouTube has taken. And that's not even getting into the whole like not suitable for all advertisers adpocalypse stuff. Uh all four of my most recent videos have been marked as being not suitable for all advertisers because, you know, I'm so vulgar. What can you do? I do want to play the third Corpse Party at some point because as bad as the second video was, or the second game was, it definitely got me excited for the third game. Like it, in a way, it almost just felt like an advertisement for the third game because it's like, here's a really not so great game, and then at the end, hey, this game's really fun. All this, so it's over. But what I'm working on right now is actually trying to get into contact with some game developers and publishers like Atlas and Square Enix, and just trying to reach out to them and see if they'd be interested in having me do some like, day one reviews, like what I did for what's it, Summon Night 6, and what I did for Dot Hack with the first impressions video. Because the more of those I can do, the better. Because there's really fast turnaround. Being able to put out a video without investing, 60 hours up front in gameplay. God, my first impressions video of Dot Hack, though, really surprised me how well received it was. Um, just because I feel like a lot of times whenever any format ever changes, everybody kind of freaks out a little bit. But I was just really surprised how receptive everyone was. It got loads of video views right off the bat. Oh. Hey, wake up. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Here, let's customize. Oh, crud. There we go. Yeah, I definitely want to do more of those. And also, I think it also introduces a lot of people who aren't into retro gaming to the stuff that I do. So it kind of opens me up to a whole different audience, which is always exciting. So people have told me that eventually every time you find this guy, he requests one more chim sphere, and you have to do it 100 times per game for like a reward that's apparently not very good. So I'm curious to see if that's still the way that it is in this game or if it's at all been modified. A bad game that I've played recently. I haven't really been playing many. So like the games that I play are the games that I review. Um so what's the worst game that I've played? Honestly, I think that the last game that I played that I just did not enjoy was probably the Corpse Party 2. But I think that might be low hanging fruit though. Um hmm. It's a tough call. Um for some reason I'm drawing a blank right now. It's been a long time since I've played a bad game. I'm still trying to think of it, but it's been a while because the last games that I played through were obviously the dot hack games, the dot hack games that I'm playing right now, the Suikoden games, uh, all summer, um, Summon Night 6, which definitely was not a bad game. And I think before that, did I play Fallout? Is that what Fallout 3 was it? Maybe? Yeah, Sweet Home was definitely a tough game. Something I noticed about all of these worlds that have been posted by Renji, there have been some peeking going on. And I wonder if Renji I wonder if he's up to something, or if it's just the nature of like posting world names onto .hack. Yep, there's another one. Genjio the Fatal. Whoa. uh, damn, dude. The aptly named Renji Genjio the Fatal, because this dude is kicking my butt. Nah. It's just employ the cheapest tactics I can think of. That is that. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Joel. Welcome to stream, buddy. And I'll see you later, Lightning. Yeah, that is why the sound is off. Well, it's actually not off, it's just really low. Unfortunately, Victor Entertainment owns the rights to the music in the .hack games, and when they copyright claim the game's music, they make the videos unable to be viewed at all in the United States. Which is kind of a problem, because that's kind of where most of my viewers are. Yeah. What can you do? So I just for all the games or all the streams that had copyright claims against them, I had to mute the music that had been detected by Victor, and that took quite a while, but I think it's mostly sorted out by now. Oh yeah, the music is great. I'm definitely not looking forward to fighting the copyright claim on the review that I eventually make, because I was given permission to review the game by Bandai Namco, but I still have a feeling that Victor's going to be like, "You made this? No, I'm going to make all of your ad money. Because that's kind of what Victor does. Mm-mm-mm. But talking about Victor Entertainment is always kind of a downer, so I'll change the subject. I had a dream the other day that I was in Tokyo. I've never been to Tokyo before. And I also had a dream that I could speak Japanese. I cannot speak Japanese. It was a very strange dream. But it really made me want to go to Tokyo. How do you like being in Tokyo, Joe? Yeah, that's the thing about big cities. I don't like them. At least when I was in New York, I did not like New York City. Uh, no offense to people living in New York City, but the hustle and bustle was just a bit overwhelming for me. Uh, Seattle is more my pace. It's got its kind of a big downtown area, but it's not like a megalopolis or whatever. I feel like I want to just take like a month and visit all of Japan if I could, just like different points throughout it. And the other problem with traveling is I'm such a homebody, but I really want to go. I should save. Cool. If I go here, I should be able to get a wind vest. Those enemies are really weird. I know, Vise. Sorry, man. The game audio is on. It's just really low. And it's really low because Victor Entertainment has been copyright claiming all of my videos and has been making them unable to be viewed anywhere. Mostly the United States and then a few other countries. So you can thank Victor Entertainment for it. And it's a really weird situation because I was given the game by Bandai Namco to play and to, review and such. But yeah, Victor Entertainment is just a terrible company for well, for gamers. I could probably hmm, well, I'm far too leveled for the area. It is too bad though. I like being able to have game audio. So how awesome is Akihabara? Pretty awesome. That's the that's like the geeky nerdy central of Tokyo, isn't it? Yeah, I got a buddy, Jimmy Hoppa, who makes his way through all of the um, what does he call them? Book off, all of the book offs and super potatoes, and just brings in all the retro games. Makes me super jealous. Oh yeah, I kept expecting to get warped out of the game. Uh, keep forgetting. I much prefer the way that these levels kind of work themselves out instead of having like a huge overworld area where you have objectives and then like a whole dungeon where you have objectives. It's just an overworld with maybe a dungeon, or I mean, not so much a dungeon, just like the final area. Oh, 3 for that was all right. Cool. Thanks, Pen Pen. Tell you what, I'll voice act all of the cutscenes for you guys to keep them from being as awkward as possible. Actually, I think I've just noticed here that the game audio is completely muted. The the music should have been muted. I think that there's probably a slight issue with my setup right now because it doesn't seem to be detecting any game audio, even though I do have the voices enabled. So I've got to figure that out. Um, and I'll do that before I stream again. But for today, there's just going to be no game audio at all. But there are in-game options that will allow me to just turn off the music, which is what I thought I did. But you know, technical issues are tough. Oh. It looks like I have too many items. I should probably stop being such an item hoarder and sell some stuff. Well, when Haseo's level was set back to 0, it looks like all of his previous contacts were also wiped out. So it looks like everybody that he actually used to know probably doesn't have his contact info anymore either. At least that's just what I'm guessing. Seems mostly plausible. We win. Um, I've been working on it, trying to get items fused and stuff. Um, I mean, I'm not like following any sort of guide, and it didn't really give very much of a tutorial as far as weapon fusion goes. But I did play around with it a little bit because I suspect that that's going to be how you get the most out of most weapons in the game. Mm-mm-mm. That was easy. Okay. Now I've finally gone to all of the previous areas that I missed up to this point. So we're all cut up there. Okay. And now, continuing the story. Let's see if Triage is where Pyros said that he would be. Maybe. Oh, Pyros. You lovable idiot. Keeping an eye on Haseo. What's that all about? All right, let's go check my email or something, as Haseo so eloquently put it. Mm-hmm. All right, found a new place to go level. That's good. Probably gonna need that. New stuff on the forums too, I see. In the world. All right, Adelie and Syllabus are here. Let's go here and do some leveling. Yeah, you should avoid those spikes, Adelie. Oh. Battle area. Lanciente. I like that the game reminds me every single time that happens that I need to use the chim sphere thing. Just in case I forget after doing it like 50 times. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely one of those kinds of games where progress really is, it's not visible based on the environments that you go through. That much seems to have been carried over from the original Dot Hack game. And I think it still has a lot to do with the fact that the worlds are basically randomly generated or procedurally generated based on seed words. You know, I have noticed that that enemies do change at least a little bit as you make your way through the game, but not as much as anybody would like. And I'm just kind of hoping that the as I make my way to the second and third and fourth game that it shakes things up a little more. I feel like if most of the enemies are the same in disc 1 and then they're all different in disc 2 and all different in disc 3, like I could be okay with that. if you know what I mean, like if game one has a set of enemies and game two has a different set, and game three, that sort of deal. If that's what it ends up being, then I'll be cool with it. But if it's if it's just this all 3 or 4 games, that would definitely be considered in the negative. What have we got here? Blue-eyed samurai, Ira. That'll teach you. No one PKs on my watch. These guys are kind of a pain in the butt. The way that they heal themselves. It's a good thing I'm pretty much overleveled for this area too. Getting a whole bunch of lances out of this. Sweet. I made it to the end. Finally. Just another lance. Ay, ay. Plenty of Lanciantes. Looks like this is one of the other areas that was pointed to in the forum. Probably not a bad idea to check it out before trying to take on Kuhn. These guys are new. Hey man, welcome to the stream, and thank you. I have not played any of the Shadow Hearts games, though I do plan on following up my Kodelka reviews with that at some point. So I do plan to dig into them sometime. Probably by Halloween next year at the latest. Mostly just gonna play for the story. Not really planning on going for like 100% or anything on this. Getting all the coupons. I guess in a way, though, I am kind of going for more than just the bare minimum, because I do want to hit up every one of the forum posts and head to every area that's mentioned within them. So I guess in a way, I am kind of doing everything. And as a result, I'm kind of probably a little over leveled, but that's okay. That just makes it fun. Yo, Chew Toy. Nice. I will play through 4 and 5 and probably Tactics next summer during the next summer of Suikoden. Tactics is the prequel to 4, as I understand it. It goes good. Um, I'm really glad that today's Thursday. I mean, it's Thursday, right? Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? Oh, good, it's Thursday. That's happened to me too many times. I'm glad that it's Thursday. And almost Friday. Thursday is the Friday of Fridays. It's pre-Friday. It's been a long week. And unfortunately, I didn't get to play nearly as much of this game as I was hoping to throughout the week. It's just been, one of those days that work keeps you late and yeah. And also tonight Amy's working late, which means I get to play I get to play unrestricted, guilt-free. Which is always nice. It's it's a weird dynamic at this point where like I feel weird or I feel guilty if I don't hang out with Amy as much because I'm playing games. But then if I'm not playing games enough, I feel guilty for not working on reviews. It's like a weird damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of situation. I'm planning on doing GU the way that I did the original 4.hack games, where I watch the anime, do the games, and see if I can find any other like supplemental stuff to like get into and see how it compares, and do like a dot hack conglomerate review, sort of like how I did my project dot hack review, if that makes sense. Um, oh, there we go. Yo, Dubes. Well, I'm trying to play more Persona eventually. I think Persona Q2 is going to come out next year, right? Maybe that's when I'll get back into doing Persona stuff. Maybe. Oh yeah, P5 is pretty rad, isn't it? Just the style and the color scheme, the red and black. Either you love it or you hate it. I I quite enjoyed it. And actually, for some reason, just out of nowhere, I've just been playing a lot of the Personas 3, 4, and 5 soundtracks when I'm just like chilling at work just to play in the background. It's really good background music. I like the characters in Persona 2 more. Persona 2 Innocent Sin. No, 2 plays more like a classic RPG, like a classic turn-based. Although I will say that if you're not ready for it, it will kick your ass. Like it's it's a long, tough game. But Persona 2 Innocent Sin is it's got the character development that you just can't beat. Like the whole group just melds so well. It's got a really good group dynamic. Ow. Oh, dubes, I'm talking about Persona 2 Innocent Sin on the PSP. Way cheaper. And Chie wasn't really my waifu. I was always more of a Rise and Yukiko fan in P4. And who was the glasses chick? Yoshiro? Yoshiro? The No, that was Persona 3 though, wasn't it? I can't remember. Too many waifus. All right. All done here. I guess it's time to compete in the tournament. Wow, look at that S rank. I'll never I don't think I'll ever be able to say X game is best RPG ever, because even my favorite action RPG like changes from like week to week or month to month just based on how I feel. But Terra Enigma does definitely like hold top spot more often than most others. Um, as far as like action RPGs go, but then sometimes it's like Dark Cloud too. Um, what's going on here? We are carefully. You do you. Oh yeah. God, he's such a dick. Hmm. Steve Bloom, a man of many words. Yeah. Dubes, that's a hard no. Oh, look, it's more plot. Because it's the plot, Haseo. Kuhn's down to 1 hit point. I win, but then I lose anyway. Because plot. And where the hell was Pi in all of this? Hey, Kaiser. Welcome to the stream, bud. Long time no see. How you hanging in there? All right. Five new important emails. Yep, Pyros is the man. Unfortunately, I think they got rid of his theme song that plays when you have him in your party. All right. And I think that is probably good for the night. It's getting a little later over here, so I'm going to go ahead and call the stream But in the meantime, thanks for stopping by, guys, and keeping me company. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to play some more tomorrow night. If not, definitely on Saturday and Sunday. So until then, see you guys next time.